I want to talk about how you're going to overcome the challenges that exist in a very competitive board search market. You really have to think of some key ways to stand out from the crowd. And the reality is that the game has really shifted. And I think in 2025 going forward, the competition is going to be off the charts. And so I think, your starting point is really taking this mindset that you're going to be a professional in this space. You're going to give it maybe a solid year of securing board appointments, getting the stepping stone board seats in place, building up the right experiences and the right credentials so that you can go forward. It's an absolute baseline that you have to have some form of governance training under your belt. It's very, very hard to secure board roles when everyone else has a company director course or a master's in enterprise governance and you have nothing. So I think the reality is you're going to have to move fairly quickly to get some education in place, some formal credentials so that you can secure the right opportunities. And that might even include securing the stepping stone board seats. Sometimes you can kind of get a couple of initial board seats or observerships. They can be secured potentially without formal credentials, but you'd be relying heavily on unique skill set and being really confident that you're bringing value to the table to secure those appointments. I would strongly encourage you to think about where your knowledge gaps sit. So for me personally, I still have a bit of a gap now around ESG. There's a lot happening now. There's a lot of legislative change. I know I need to get up to another level of my knowledge where this is concerned. So that will be my focus. I might actually undertake some formal training where that's concerned. I'm recognizing out at the outset that there's a gap there. So I think you have to be honest with yourself. Have a look at your skills, your experience. Now, if you're not confident reviewing board papers and financials and reading the numbers, go do a course. If you don't understand cybersecurity and what that could mean for your organization, if there's a cybersecurity attack, go and do a program. If you're not across AI or you're not using AI tools on a daily basis, you need to start. So I think understanding where your gaps are in your CV, but just in general, your own personal knowledge. And I think you want to become extremely well read from here. So every day I'm reading something, either on the AICD website, in ARI, I'm a member of the Australian Human Resources Institute, I'm looking at legislative change. Every day I'm reading something. I have newsletters that come into my inbox, I have magazines that come to the home. I make a point of reading. I read the newspapers from top to bottom at the beginning of the day. I have to be across what's going on in the business community. I track certain organisations, and so I'm always tracking what's going on. You have to become, you set the bar extremely high. You need to be across what's going on in business. You need to be across trends. You need to be across what the future looks like. You have to become a well-rounded executive, and this is how you stand out. You need to look for these opportunities to get the stepping stone board seats, and we're going to see an increase in what we call opportunities to observe a board of directors in action. Now, there are some formal programs that are offered through AICD and other organisations, but you might also consider leveraging off your network, going to a chair and saying, could I observe your, a couple of board meetings?